up? It's AaroniMoses, and this video is called Metaphorical Metaphysics. Why? This is my favorite part of the year for visualization, a lot of magical workings, and meditation. Why? Because with the Aquarian energy and the Piscean energy, what we have is an energy similar to that of Halloween. This is good for Cancer season. This is good for Cancer season. This is good for Pisces season, Aquarius season, Scorpio season, and it works pretty well during Libra season. Now, what you do is when you try to manifest, you obviously need visualizations. But during this time, what is best is metaphorical meditation, metaphorical visualizations. What does that mean? I'm going to give you one example, one meditation that I use that I love to do that works pretty well. So first, what you do is you visualize yourself in the middle of a field. Okay, nothing but green grass. Okay, and you put your hands like this, and you see light coming from your hand. And in the middle, you see a little spark, an electric spark. Okay, this is an electric spark. And then concentrate on that electric spark, and then poof, a seed comes from it. Now, this season is also one of my favorite because it's really good for visual training. So you take this seed, you can either let it drop in one of your hands, or you can move it with your telekinetic powers visually while you visualize. Then you take it and you move it, put it in the dirt, cover it, and from there, I like to use an affirmation that goes, I am planting the seeds for profits to come to me, money for me to accumulate, and money for me to keep. Now, I used to use the word do money magic. When you do money rituals, money spells, you don't want to spend the money. You want it to circulate. Spend means it's done. It's never coming back. It's spent. Your energy's spent. All right? No. You circulate it. Okay? That's why it's called currency, because it's supposed to come back to you in a current. Hold on. Let me close this door. So, I'm planting the seed for profits to come to me, money for me to circulate, and money for me to keep. All right? So after that, you see a tree growing out of that ground, moving it, breathing it up, putting your breath into it, and the tree grows money. It can grow fiat notes, whatever currency that you use, or it can grow fruits. You take that fruit, and then you take a bite out of that fruit. Or you could put it in your basket. You can use your telekinetic powers to collect them and put them in a basket. When you take that fruit, you take a bite out of it, you can eat the whole basket of fruit and chop that tree down and build a house. Okay? You can chop that tree down, build a house, and visualize people moving into it and them building you a house. And them, building you a car, buying you a car, giving you stuff. Okay, that is a metaphorical meditation. Another metaphorical meditation that I liked, that I don't do it as much now, but having sex with the colors. Okay. First, a lot of people, they say when you do spells, you raise the energy, you program the energy, and you direct the energy. That's correct for the most part. But what you want to do is you want to raise your vibration. For big rituals, for big ass spells, big ones, major ones, I do yoga, tai chi, breathing exercises, and I affirm I am raising my frequency so that my higher self can merge with me. And I visualize myself in my Merkaba. All right, I raise my frequency before I do these rituals and these spells. So you can If you're doing a money spell, you can visualize yourself having sex with a green woman or a man for the ladies. Or if you're doing a lust spell or a love spell, you can visualize yourself having sex with a woman that is the color red. And skin has to be red, glowing red, the aura, everything. All right, the actual color red of the universe. Close that door. And when you do this, it's gonna raise your frequency. It's gonna program you. It's gonna balance you. I use this for healing and for balancing. Usually, I use this meditation, but it's a metaphor. It's less literal. Okay. Another step that I will give you, another tip for these metaphorical meditations, is that they are tools. Okay. This is magic. They are tools. Just like if you watch my other video on $3 altars. Okay, where you draw your altar tools, you draw your candles, you draw your athame, you draw your statuettes. These are tools. They are to stimulate certain parts of the brain that are usually not active. Okay, so using these, the energies of Neptune, the energies of Uranus, the energies of Scorpio and Cancer, the moon, and Venus also rules Cancer. A lot of people won't tell you that. But they are more artistic. They are more Halloween-like. It doesn't matter. The metaphors that you use have to make sense to you. But you don't have to walk yourself through every step. The affirmations that you use, they have to be a balance, or they have to be a balance of literal and metaphorical. But they can also be predominantly literal, like I am planting the seeds for large profits to come to me. Money for me to circulate and money for me to keep, okay? But I still use the word seed. The only thing that's metaphorical in there is seed. And that's not even, it's really not that complicated at all. So the tools are for you to stimulate your mind. What's going on is people don't realize that everything that we do is magic. Not just you during a birthday, you put the candle on your cake and you blow it out and make a wish. That is magic. But a lot of people want to do physical, literal magic, which is clocking in, clocking out, waiting a week for your paycheck, and then spending it, saving it, rinse, wash, repeat. That's magic. That's a ritual. That is a Saturn-based ritual. That is magic. Okay? You don't see the money. You're hoping for it. You believe it. You expect it to happen. Sometimes the shit backfires. Sometimes you don't get paid. Sometimes you get shorted. Sometimes you have to walk to your boss, talk with them. They have to call corporate. All that's magic. All that's a spell. All that's rituals. Going to work and clocking in is a Saturn-based ritual. Okay? Another thing I want to speak on is these seasons that we have. These. If you start, and you can do this for something huge. You can do this for something large. If you start this, let's say in Sagittarius. Sagittarius is ruled by Jupiter. You use Jupiter, because AaroniMoses talks about pimping the planets. You use Jupiter to get the knowledge, get the wisdom, get the experience, draw in the luck. Sagittarius, the archer, the philosopher. Take that into Capricorn. Work with the Capricornian energies, especially if you're an Aries gang, because it's going to give you that drive. It's going to give you that luck. It's going to give you those opportunities. Okay, every season I do something new. For Capricorn, I draw in the opportunities. I don't look for the money. Okay? If you follow me on Facebook, I say don't pray for money, pray for opportunities. I don't look for the free, quick money. Okay? I look for the opportunities, the networking, the people I'm going to meet, which is the manifesting with your phone would be a Capricornian ritual. Okay? So put in lawyer friend, studio buddy, free tattoo guy. That's a Capricornian ritual. Okay, so take that, Capricorn. Now we're in Aquarius. I should have posted this video 3 days before Capricorn was over. Now we're in Aquarius, then we're gonna go into Pisces. What I like about these two energies is that you can take them and do it season to season. Now that you got everything together, your energy's in the air, you're giving it some gravity. By the time Aries comes, March 15th-ish, by the time Aries comes, all that stuff, all your Sagittarian work should be done. Because you started it with Jupiter, and you're ending it, you're materializing it by Aries. Jupiter and Mars together, that's just one of those combinations that you need to have. Just like you can mix astrology signs with planets, Capricorn and Mars. You can mix Jupiter and Mars. Mercury pretty much puts a little bit of spark behind whatever you do. Speed, just like Mars. Neptune and Saturn. You know, you have to know what works for you energetically, and you have to know what just makes sense and what just usually works for everybody. Okay, this is not what this video is about. I'm going to give you a couple. So the Sun and Jupiter work pretty well together. And then the Sun and Jupiter, Mars and Venus is pretty much like the Sun and the Moon. Great for manifestation. Sun and the Moon's good for manifestation. Mercury and Mars, Jupiter and Mars, Venus and the Moon is good for love, of course. Pluto and Mars is good for destruction. Saturn and Mars is good for money or destruction. Neptune and Saturn, like I already said, Neptune and the Sun and Venus, all three of those. And then Saturn and the Moon is good to mess with somebody else's time, to take their money, to vamp their money, which I don't recommend that you do. But those are just a couple, man. There's, that's not what this video is about. I should have made a whole different video. Anyways, another thing that you can do is you can take, instead of using a seed, you can use a little baby version of a sigil or a symbol like this, the sun symbol. You can take that, plant the sun in the earth, and then a house, just a house, not even a tree at all. Okay, you can visualize an apartment. You can take a piece of your chakra, put it in the earth. An apartment. Then that apartment, then you use your power and turn that apartment into a condo, and then that turns into your dream house. Okay. Another meditation that I like to do is you can have sex with a woman in the middle of the same field, and when she's having an orgasm, you're pulling money out of her vagina. And a lot of people are gonna be like, "What, bro?" If you're a woman, you can visualize the man is ejaculating dollars out of his penis or whatever. Okay? But metaphors, bro. Metaphors. Do women have money coming out of their vaginas? I wish they did. But they don't, alright? Usually. So, you can do that. You can, if you are a backpacker like me, and I wear a lot of backpacks everywhere I go, even if it's nothing in it, you could visualize you reaching in the backpack and a car, a PS4, like a lot of just all this stuff coming out your backpack. You can visualize you driving a car in the dark and you can't see, and then at the end of the tunnel, you're coming out of your backpack and you look in the rear view, you're like, what the did I just drive on my backpack? Yes, I did. Okay? Metaphorical, bro. The universe at this time, because of the Neptune energy, because of the Aquarian energy, because of the Piscean energy, because of the Uranus energy, is speaking in metaphors as we live. I'm not saying that if you're doing literal manifestation, meditations, it's not going to work. I'm not saying that your literal visualizations will not work. It's just, number one, it's just fucking fun to do. It's fun to do. You can let your mind wander. You can visually train, and that's just one of the secrets. That's just one of the codes to what is going on in our world right now. Okay? Actually, let me put my charger. I want to give you guys a rundown of each planet, because my camera's tweaking right now. That's going to fuck it up. And I don't want to have to go through all these steps again. Man, I wish Hotep came out with more videos. That guy's the truth. Crusty lip chip. That's okay. Mars. Well, a lot of this I have to speak on the perspective of myself, because I do have a lot of opposing energies in my chart. But so Mars, Aries season, I don't do a lot of visualization because Aries just gives me a lot of energy. It's my birthday around that time. I mean, I am an Aries. So March 21st through April 19th, Mars, I just get a lot of energy. I would say visualize yourself with a lot of red, or if you are a Martian like myself, an Aries, balancing energy, not librarian energy, but balancing energy, because I am a Libra moon. The Libra moon makes me want to socialize a lot, and it makes me really fucking lazy and procrastinate. All right, balancing energy, I would say Venus. Okay, Venus, because it will help you manifest, and it will keep you balanced mentally. I know Libra is ruled by Venus and the moon. You didn't know that either. But it's not. Venus is a planet, Libra is a constellation. It's two different things. And the sun hitting it, you have to look and see where Venus is, because it could be retrograding or something like that. What else will balance Mars is Jupiter. Jupiter will balance Mars. Okay. Next, Taurus. By that third day in Taurus, by the 22nd, 23rd, my energy is significantly lower. Usually because I abuse my fucking energy and my power during Aries season, and I burn myself out anyway. But I do have to sleep the full 7 hours instead of 5.5, 6. But because my son's a Taurus, and because his mother's a Taurus, and because my dog's a Taurus, I have an excess of birthday energy around me. And I'm going to make a different video about that. But birthday energy is a real thing. And the good thing about Liz is birthdays was the worst days for her, so she doesn't utilize her birthday energy. People are sending these birthday wishes, people are remembering. She has fucking like 3 Facebooks and like 5,000 friends between them. So people are constantly saying it's her birthday, sending her these wishes. Her body and her soul and her mind is doing something different, and she's bringing this in. And when she doesn't use it, when it's ambient, I use it. Okay? But that is the literal meditation, visualization time. During Mars, I'm working. I'm doing spells every day. I'm doing yoga. I'm getting my body right. I'm also poisoning the crap out of myself. So by the time Taurus comes, my body and the health is just rushing to me. And when that happens, I get a boost, a big boost. A spiritual boost, but it's a lot to use. Gemini is actually pretty good for metaphorical meditations too. But Gemini, for me, either does one of two things. It either really fucks me up in a bad way, or it makes things quick, manifest quick because of that Mercury. Okay? So that's the time for literal. Cancer is a time for metaphorical meditations. Leo, I work with Leo. When I work with Leo, I usually work with Mars more. And this is it's a mini birthday boost because it is ruled by the sun. And Aries, a lot of people don't tell you Aries is actually ruled by the sun as well as Mars. A lot of people don't tell you that, but that's a fact. So it gives me that boost, not only because I'm getting more sunlight, not only because because it's summertime, but because of that sun. For this, I like to balance work with visualization. After Leo, we have Virgo. Virgo is the time that I work on health and self-improvement meditations. I don't think about money as much during Virgo. All right. Next, we have Libra. I am a Libra moon, so at that time, Libra's in my 8th house, which is ruled by Scorpio. So usually around Libra, that's when I start to meet new people for business, usually. But for Libra meditation time, what I do is personally, I attract those people purposely. The meditation that I do, what is the meditation that I do? I do the door meditation where I open the door or mirror, depending on how I'm feeling that day, and I see a hand reaching out and I'm shaking it, and I try to invoke that happy energy first, and then I shake their hand. Or I visualize myself hugging somebody, a woman, and I feel their body, and I'm looking at a mirror behind them, looking at my face and seeing the back of them. And that's what I do. That's the meditation for that. Or I pretend like I'm on the phone with somebody, and I look at the time, and I try to put a vague little name on it, and I see, damn, I've been talking for this dude for 30 minutes already. And I go back on the phone. For Libra, after Libra, we have Scorpio. Scorpio is a time for metaphorical meditations. Then after Scorpio, I already gave you Sagittarius, Capricorn. Sagittarius, that's Tahuti. That's the Huti or Thoth. So Sagittarius is all about the knowledge, all about the meditations of the light from the crown raining on me and me using it. Or what I do, this is metaphorical as well. What I do is I visualize books, and the books going into my chest, or the books going into my head, or the books being absorbed by my hands, or the books, or another metaphorical meditation that I like to do is I take these books and I visualize a pond in front of me. And what I do is I drop these books in the water, watch them dissolve, and the pond is a symbol, is a metaphor for my subconscious mind. And usually they're books like, there'll be a green cover with the Venus symbol on the front, or a red cover with the Mars symbol on the front. And then I put it in my subconscious mind, all right? After Sagittarius, I already gave you Capricorn, physical, invocations of Mars, Martian, Aries energy, and then that's it. Alright, so I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope I was a blessing to you as much as you were a blessing to me. It's AaroniMoses. I'm the bang, you the bang, we the bang together. Peace. Damn.